Hello, my wonderful Aquarians. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, so very interesting. We have this star card that wanted to come out for you guys, which is your energy. So I do see that this is a week where you may feel like, yes, you're in your element, but I also feel that there's almost some sort of healing taking place for you when it comes to either a particular individual or a particular experience that you had with someone here, because the star card has a lot to do with healing. For others of you, I feel like you could be healing from a situation, but there is some sort of hope or maybe even faith that you're holding on to when it comes to something that you want to really work out for you, or maybe you are thinking of a specific outcome. Maybe for others of you, it's closure. It's like you're trying to heal from a connection, but I also see you almost like holding on to some sort of hope or faith here. Okay. This is a week where, whether you're connecting with this person on a deeper level or not, there is something that is resurfacing for you about yourself with that star card there. Okay, so whether it's something that this person is communicating to you, like I said, or maybe it's just, an experience and it's causing some sort of an emotion to resurface, but I feel like this is something that's going on for you internally. Okay, but there may be something that kind of leads to that or brings that, emotion up here for you this week. Okay, let's see. Five of Swords in reverse wanted to pop out here. I'm not going to take it, but I feel like there's some sort of an avoidant energy when it comes to conflict. So the way that I'm getting the message is it's either you're trying to avoid a conflict with this person, you're not in the mood to argue, you're not in the mood to communicate your feelings because you may feel like it's going to escalate into, an argument here. Or there is something that you or your person may be trying your best not to think about. The Five of Swords upright could be mental conflict, and in reverse it could be, whether it's eliminating pessimistic thoughts or trying not to focus on, what's going to cause you to feel a bit all over the place or conflicted here. Magician wanted to show itself as well. Yeah, there's like a sense of hoping or wishing for a different outcome, and then there's also an energy of healing from what has occurred here. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Lovers, okay? Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini, but what I see here with the Three of Wands and the Lovers is someone who does feel connected to you, but this is a week where they feel that there's some sort of distance between the both of you. Okay, Three of Wands could be read as physical distance, but with the Lovers and the Three of Wands, I feel like this is someone who is feeling distant from you because they know or they are acknowledging that this connection is very powerful, but they are also acknowledging that something needs to feel more tangible. There needs to be a decision here. This person could also be, trying to figure out why the both of you have crossed paths or why you were brought into their life. Like there's some sort of a deeper, meaning to this connection that they're trying to figure out this week is what I see. So I'm going to start off by seeing how they're viewing you this week. Three of Wands is also associated with planning, but the download that I'm receiving here with Three of Wands as well as the Lovers is someone who is acknowledging that, there is a disconnect between the both of you because something doesn't feel tangible, which means even if you feel this connection is very deep or when you're with this person it feels great, there's something about not making a firm decision or not being able to get things, moving or to the next level. Here. So let's see. Okay. Three of Pentacles. So they're viewing you as someone that they want to work with, okay? Three of Pentacles, there's also an energy of this person. Either it could be that they're admiring something that you do for work, or it's like how you're handling yourself, how you're working through the current situation is something that they admire. So how they're viewing you as someone that they want to work with, but they know that there is something in this connection that doesn't feel practical. There's something in this connection that doesn't feel realistic. Because we're seeing the Three of Pentacles here, but we did see the Three of Wands as well, which is, an energy of I need to create some sort of a plan, or I'm acknowledging the disconnect here and I know what needs to be done differently. And the main message that I'm getting is this person feels like something needs to, again, feel more realistic between the both of you, or more practical with that Three of Pentacles energy. So yes, they want to work with you, they want to work together, and as much as they're thinking about a bond, there's something about coming to a mutual agreement with you. There is something here about we need to have a discussion first, or there's a lot that I want to tell you. Like, that's the energy that's coming through. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, and we have the Six of Wands coming out in the challenge position. What I see here, Aquarius, with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands is a very fast moving energy. I do believe that there is a lot of passion between you and this individual. I do believe that this connection could be really fun, very, maybe even, fast moving, because again, the energy that I'm getting here is very fast moving. But when you have the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands in the challenge position, I do believe that this person is kind of wondering how you are currently perceiving them. And Knight of Wands and Six of Wands could be someone who's either, in the public eye, or they just receive a lot of attention, but there's something about wanting to know how you perceive them. This person feels that you're very doubtful of, I don't want to say you're doubtful of their character, but in a way, it's almost like they're wondering if you believe the things that they tell you. Because with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, it could cause assumptions in terms of, is this person only, giving their attention to me? Do I really have their undivided attention? Or is this someone that, is exploring their options? So they feel like you don't trust them, or there's some sort of, questioning when it comes to your perspective, like the way that you perceive them in the current energy. Okay. I do see that this person may travel a lot, okay? But with the Six of Wands, there may be some sort of success that they're walking into. But initially what I was getting here, again, guys, is someone who, again, may be popular, or, they receive a lot of attention, but there's something about them starting to understand how that may, affect the way that you view them, is the best way for me to explain the energy that's coming through. This person may also feel that when they were connecting with you, they felt very on top of the world. And Knight of Wands is also an energy of, again, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. This is someone who looks forward to speaking to you. And as much as they have a lot of fun with you, there is this very, we need to be practical, or we need to be realistic kind of energy coming through with the Three of Pentacles. So, said all that to say, if you, find that, or in the past, maybe you have found that things moved very, very quickly between you and this person, but you feel like it wasn't really solid, or it wasn't really stable, that is something that this person is starting to acknowledge now. Okay, with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands. Sure, I have fun. Sure, this is, a very exciting connection, but I want it to feel more tangible, or I want things to kind of, I want to see progress, but I want to do things the right way. Okay, so there may have been a bit of a fickle energy, because it is coming up in the challenge position here. So the way that you're viewing them, the Star card, wow. So we have the Star card twice. Okay, guys, so this is very powerful energy. What I see is you're definitely healing from something you had put a lot of effort and hope into. That's what I see here, especially with the Star card coming out twice. You are viewing the connection that you have with this person as something that's very special. Okay, so when you look back at your love life, or your history when it comes, or your past relationships, there's something that's very different about this relationship in particular, or how this person makes you feel. Okay, so whether it's, they make you feel very special and you feel like you felt very loved and you felt very connected in this relationship in comparison to others, or, what stands out to you could obviously vary. It is a general read, but I see it as there's absolutely something different about the connection that you have with this person in comparison to the other connections that you have experienced. And that's something that is resurfacing for you this week. And I did mention that there's going to be something resurfacing for you, an emotion. And this is more so going on for you internally. I don't believe it's something you're communicating to this person, but you are acknowledging, what's coming up for you during this time. The other thing I will say here with the Star card is not only do you view the connection as very special, there is some sort of healing taking place. You may have had a vision or a particular outcome when it comes to this relationship here, but something didn't go as planned, or something did not work out the way that you thought it would. And so that is the very thing that you're healing from. Again, I do see that you are acknowledging maybe the positive aspects of this relationship, or what you want, right, moving forward. But there's also an energy of, okay, well, this did not occur in the past, or the way that things occurred in the past is something that I'm healing from, because there's something about you really wanting more. Even if it was just in the past, there's definitely something about you wanting more with this person and feeling like this connection was almost like destined to be, with that Star card coming out twice. Okay. You may also feel like this person is very different from you when it comes to expression, okay, especially in the emotional department here. You may view this person as someone who is, whether it's they're not as expressive as you, or maybe they are a lot more expressive than you. There's some sort of a difference here that's being highlighted this week as well. Okay. So 7 of Wands in your feelings, and we also have the 10 of Swords, yeah. I mean, I do see that you have emotions for this person, but there's an energy of you feeling like, you know what, I need to accept what has happened. I need to close a chapter and heal from it. With the 7 of Wands, there's a very protective barrier that you have up. This card could speak about boundaries. It's specifically, in your case, speaking about boundaries after a very painful ending, or a situation where you felt very betrayed by this person here. And so with the 7 of Wands as well as the 10 of Swords, I feel like there's a lack of trust this week. I feel like, even if you're connecting with this person, you're really picking and choosing what you want to communicate to them. There are definitely certain things that you're just acknowledging and keeping to yourself. Okay, so you may feel like you have kind of a lot of emotion suppressed this week when it comes to this connection. As much as you may have gone through a painful ending with this person, with the 10 of Swords, Aquarius, it does talk about, the worst part of a situation being over. So that's the pro of the card here. And, the symbolism on his hands here, or the symbolism that he's making, it is symbolic for hope, right? And this is what we were just talking about the entire spread. So, I can't help but wonder, is there some sort of an outcome that you want? Is it a form of closure? Is it maybe an apology? Is it just one last chance to speak to this person to get something off of your chest, right? Same thing as closure, of course. But you know what I mean? There may be a specific outcome that you're really seeking when it comes to this person. But I do see you protecting your energy. So even if you're open to communicating some sort of a truth here, you are not really in the position where you're comfortable enough to be completely vulnerable with this person. So I don't really see you putting your feelings on the line. Yeah, King of Swords in your feelings and the 4 of Wands. This may be someone that you were in a higher level of commitment with, okay? Because King of Swords and the 4 of Wands, it could be like a recent breakup, or a divorce, or just, a separation. Even if the relationship is just on pause because of a recent disagreement, I see that there is a disconnect very clearly. I also see in your feelings, Aquarius, with the King of Swords, you're being very honest with yourself. There is no beating around the bush. It's a very it is what it is kind of energy. And your head is definitely not in the clouds. With the 4 of Wands, I do believe you have emotions for this person. You are thinking about this commitment. You are thinking about maybe even goals or milestones that you guys have set together. But you're trying, it's almost like as much as you're reminded of the positive, aspects of this relationship. With the King of Swords, you're being honest with yourself. You're like, I can't focus too much on the positive where I completely ignore the reality of the situation or something that is not sitting right with me. Okay, but for some of you, this is definitely like a separation that was very recent with that King of Swords and the Four of Wands. And if it wasn't recent, then there is some sort of pain that you've endured where it feels like it happened just yesterday. And you feel like as time progresses, you know, I'm not saying you're not healing at all, but it feels difficult. Okay, that's what I'm getting at here. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands is being clarified by the Knight of Cups. Okay. I definitely see this person like observing the pace of this bond, how quickly things started between the both of you. I'm also hearing that this is someone who feels like, I don't want to say love at first sight. I don't think that's the best way for me to explain this energy. It's something about like an initial spark, or the both of you being able to hit it off without anything feeling forced, right? So this person's kind of looking at the situation like, you know, things were moving very quickly, nothing felt forced, but now we're at a place where things are stuck, or I need to think about a more practical approach here. Like, this person could be very charming and you guys could, again, have a lot of fun together, but there's something about wanting things to feel more realistic, and that's what's coming through very strongly. The Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands could also be this person observing their behavior towards you. Like I said, a very persistent message as this person wondering your perspective on them. How is Aquarius perceiving me in this current moment? And Seven of Pentacles is looking at a situation and saying, okay, is it worth the investment? What has happened in the past? What has actually worked out for me versus, you know, what has hindered, me, my growth or this connection here? The Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands is this person, you know, openly communicating their emotions to you, but also wanting it to be some sort of a successful outcome. The Knight of Cups could be, you know, an emotional expression that is very unexpected, but it is this person opening up their heart. For some of you, it could be an apology, but I just see it as someone being more open, you know, about their emotions or how they're feeling about this situation when it comes to you, when it comes to this bond here, okay? I also feel, guys, that this person is like missing you, and there's something about, you know, wanting access to your nurturing side here. I see that. Okay. So in their feelings, we have the Judgment. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay. This person could be undergoing some sort of like a major change. So it could be a transformation like internally, or they could, for example, be relocating or finding a new job. It's some sort of a major shift for them. Now, what I'm specifically seeing here, Judgment being, yeah, okay. So Judgment being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Something is working out in this person's favor, but they feel like it is making them feel more at ease about this connection with you. Okay, so this could be a mindset shift. This could be someone who's finally able to relocate to be closer to you so they can actually pursue a relationship with you. There's some sort of a change that is happening, which is making this person feel not only more at ease with you, but I also see here that this is a change that was much needed. And I say that in a way where, because what I'm sensing in this person's energy is something has been stuck for a very long time, or something felt like it was out of their control. And now that it is, either they're able to release it, or they're able to move away from it, or, you know, they're not experiencing the same things anymore. It's actually assisting them in moving forward with you. But I just see that this change took a very long time to happen. It's almost like a finally this is over, or finally I don't have to do this anymore, or finally I don't have to worry about what's in the way, and I can go after, you know, who or what I want here. So I see it as a very positive change. And I also see that this person is waking up to this connection with you. The Judgment card has a lot to do with, a wake-up call, you know, accepting your reality for what it is. It could even be certain things that you're running from and not wanting to think about, not wanting to feel, in this case pertaining to the connection with you, and they feel like they can no longer avoid that. Okay, so again, you could be dealing with another fixed sign, so another Aquarius like yourself, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo. But I do see a change occurring in your person's life where they feel like it's easier to pursue things with you. But this is something that has been ongoing for a while, or it's a change that took a very long time to occur. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. We have the Emperor and we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, someone who wants to take control of their life or their current circumstances because they're not happy. Four of Cups is when you're either, it could be that there's either too much of a focus on the past or on the future, but it boils down to not being happy in the present moment. It boils down to a lack of, emotional satisfaction here. So I feel with the Emperor as well as the Four of Cups, this is someone who is not happy with the way that things are between the both of you, but they're also not happy in their personal life. Okay, for some of you, it's to do with either like their finances, their business, but I'm getting, this is very specific and may only resonate with a handful of you, but there could be some sort of insecurities or that this person is working through, where it's like something that's bothering them and they're not necessarily communicating it to you, but they're realizing I can either sit here and be upset about it or I can do something to change it. So your person is coming out of an energy of sitting in the hurt that they feel or sitting in some sort of regret that they feel. It's like they don't want to feel sorry for themselves. They're wanting to take control with the Emperor card and do something and create a change here. And it's all because there's a change or a shift, even if it's an energetic shift that is taking place for this person, and they're starting to realize, okay, if I'm not happy in my current environment, what do I need to do? And this is someone who's being very truthful with themselves, because the Four of Cups upright could also speak about acknowledging, that you're unhappy here. The advice behind that card, or something your person may be struggling with this week, is, they could be in their head quite a bit, because the Four of Cups, you could be focused, like I said, too much of a focus on the past, where he's kind of missing the opportunity in front of him there. This person is definitely going through a major shift, and a lot is changing in their environment, a lot is changing within them, but it doesn't seem that way on the external, is what I'm seeing here. So we have the Queen of Swords, okay, and the King of Swords in your feelings, the Ace of Swords. I see communication between the both of you and the potential outcome here. Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords is a very straightforward, very truthful, okay, conversation. So not only are you, Aquarius, going to have the opportunity to speak to this person about how you feel or something of the past that is still bothering you, this person may have or is also going to receive an opportunity to speak their truth to you as well. So again, I see a very truthful conversation, and I feel like this conversation is going to lead to a breakthrough. Ace of Swords is, truth, clarity, maybe even an aha moment, or something is coming full circle for the both of you. The Queen of Swords is being clarified by the Chariot. Some of you may be dealing with the Cancer. And the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like this conversation, again, is something that's going to bring you a lot of clarity. The Chariot also lets me know that once you and this person are communicating, even if you're communicating with this person right now, I'm getting an energy of a specific conversation where you finally feel like you're able to say everything that you're thinking, and you're not really refraining from, saying anything. It's like, okay, I'm an open book, or I'm actually able to express to this person without having to walk on eggshells. But with the Chariot, what you're going to realize is the differences between you and this person. That's the purpose of this conversation here. You're going to realize that the both of you may be very different, but it's about, do we want to come together? Do we want to work on this? And there's also going to be a question when it comes to, is this worth my investment, with that Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, there is either an age gap between you and this person, or what they offer you is not what you're expecting. Okay, so I'm not saying it in a way where you're ungrateful, but you're really going to sit, and think about this offer in terms of, is this what I'm looking for? Or am I just accepting this offer because I want to be with this person? Is it actually going to fulfill me? Is this someone who can meet me halfway? Like, that may be a decision that's coming up. But again, I do see a conversation where you're receiving a lot of clarity, and the Chariot does speak about like two different perspectives, or like the dark and light side of things. So not only are the differences going to be highlighted, you're going to realize that, yes, this may be a connection that is very fulfilling, but you're also going to understand that it's not going to always be easy. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.